years.
Are we holding the mics?
Yeah.
Oh, we're holding them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to pay extra for the stands.
Okay.
Finally giving me something to do with my hands too. So Galion Charter is here today with Galion's newest author, Lesley Gorrell.
Hi.
Can you tell me a little bit about your book?
Oh my. So a lot of times when you have been through trauma and are on a healing journey, you really can't start to process certain things until you find yourself in a safe enough space.
Yes.
In order for things to emerge.
Yes.
So that happened about 6 years ago. And that's when I just started hearing these poems. It's not been something that I could always speak about, and so writing about it kind of processed.
Because when people talk about healing, that can mean a lot of different things. Mm-hmm. People get through that or express that in a lot of different ways. Are there any other ways that maybe came to you before writing or kind of led to it?
I would say I've been there, done that with everything healing. Yeah. I mean, from counseling, medication, studying different healing modalities, meditation, energy healing, nervous system regulation, Reiki, I mean, you name it. So
that's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Because
when you want to feel better, you'll do anything. I was raised in what I would classify as a strict religious environment. Definitely feel like I was raised in a bubble for sure. You know, in my learning how to be obedient and follow the rules and XYZ, do what you're supposed to do, I didn't really even know that I had a self until about 5 years ago. And I know that might sound weird.
It does.
I guess I was kind of lost
in
religion growing up.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When I was a kid, my experience of the church was not, I wouldn't even say it was negative, but I was very confused looking back. It just seemed like a bunch of rules that I was supposed to follow, or I was a bad person.
Correct.
So it's very bewildering to come back to that now and this is what you were teaching all along. This is what this was supposed to be giving to me.
Yes.
What happened here?
Yeah, because the language around how those things are delivered to you make all the difference in the world. Because I have dabbled in different things too, and I found, the connection to be very profound. And I'm like, oh, that is what they were trying to say, but it didn't make sense to me in that way.
Yeah.
When I hear it this way, it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
And then I can kind of return to the safety of my foundation that didn't feel safe before.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
I don't even know how to put it, but it wasn't having the effect that it's supposed to have, or it wasn't getting through in the right way for some reason. And so if that's not working for people, then there's something a little bit off there. There's something that we need to come back home to, is what I feel like.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Coming back home. And that is what I mean kind of when I talk about getting in my own body and finding myself. And then when I heard, different teachers deliver this same message, but in a different way that was related to me or to humanity, the collective experience. It wasn't something floating around outside of me that I had to fear. Yeah. It was me. That was profound. We are all part of that.
Yeah.
You're right. People raised in the same household can have an entirely different experience of their parents. One person, I mean, just because I've read so many biographies, but one person can have been very fearful of the mom, and the sister that's 3 years older is like, what are you talking about? Mama's always fine. So I absolutely agree in church, especially because I feel like I was pretty fearful when I was younger. So I always wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to get in trouble and I was doing the right thing and was making everybody happy. And, so that was an extra pressure.
There's also school, which I think plays into it a lot. It's something I've been talking about a lot. As kids, you're kind of taught that in order to have value, you need to meet these criteria to get these A's and to get these kind of test scores. And so maybe just if we're swimming in those sorts of waters, then that's how we're going to receive the other messages in our lives that maybe don't actually intend to be delivered that way.
Yeah.
In some way, those problems are having to do with the fact that our consciousness is so national and global even, and that the solutions to those problems is actually more community oriented.
Because that's what it is going to take for us to to heal and move forward. So, like, specifically for my book, a lot of my experiences were around sexual abuse. So I feel like we all know that it is absolutely catastrophic and global. You know, you've got human trafficking, you've got, you know, I won't say any certain names, but you've got all of these high profile people who are in the news, and people are finally, I guess, wanting to call it out and wanting to talk about it, because nobody wants to talk about it. I didn't even want to talk about it for a long time, you know, because when you speak your truth about something that's hard, it gives other people, not that they don't already have it, but their permission. They finally can give themselves permission to do the same thing. You literally store your emotions in your body, and they literally manifest as autoimmune illness, chronic pain, which I have experienced. It's like we have to be able to process the trauma. It's been really interesting for me because since my book came out, I have had a lot of people send me emails through my website asking to talk or telling me about their story or thanking me for my courage, I guess, to put it out there, and to make those connections. That's been like phenomenal.
Yeah. And how many other people who didn't email you that you don't even know about, and it's out there.
Yeah. Hopefully it's been impactful. You know, obviously my family has read it. I've had a lot of, you know, people that I went to school with or current friends or coworkers that have read it, and, you know, even men have messaged me saying, thank you for writing this. This helps me understand. Like, every man should read this.
So where can people get your book?
So people can get my book anywhere books are sold. I know most people go to Amazon. That's the go-to. But you can go to Barnes & Noble, Target. You can come here to the Raven's Cloak in Galion. It's on the shelf.